Wait, hold on. I don't know. Okay.
I'm gonna tell them we already did the warm up, right?
Okay.
Hey, so first we've already done the warm up. We're already in, and Candace is the trainee, and we're gonna be presenting to Bubba Alexander over there. And so right off the bat, we're sitting down. We've already done the warm up, and I say, so Bubba, tell me, what did Candace tell you?
She just told me that she needed my help, and I'm gonna let her come in and show us what she's doing now.
Great, great. Well, the most important thing is that we're here for her training, and we're really excited. She's going to be a district manager with our company in a short period of time, so really excited about that. But as we go through the presentation, you may see something that will be beneficial to someone you know. And thirdly, you might see something that will benefit your family. We're not going to hold you back by any means, but the main reason, we're excited about her and we're here for her training. So if you don't mind, let me share a little bit about the company we represent.
Absolutely.
Great. Have you ever heard of Primerica?
Yeah, I think I've heard of it. I think I've seen it on a billboard or something.
Right, right. Hey, well, we're listed on New York Stock Exchange. We've been in business since 1977. We have 100,000 representatives. We've got over 6 million clients worldwide, and we are the largest financial service marketing organization in North America. That's pretty impressive. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's strong.
Great. Well, listen, because we're so large, we've become very attracted to some companies most everyone's heard of, like MetLife, the Snoopy blimp, like at the football games, right? And Genworth Financial is actually the financial leg of GE. So these companies see our sales force and they say, you know, would you guys market our products? But because we're so large, we're able to pick and choose which products of theirs we represent, as long as it fits in our mission statement. And Bubba, that's just simply to help families become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent. Now, you and I could probably agree that debt's at a crisis level in the United States right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got a running joke in the Shreveport office says, debt, don't ever buy things that you can't afford, but we all do, right?
Right.
So, but Bubba, let me ask you this. As debt's going up, what do you think's happening to the savings? It's going down, right?
Yeah,
So the average American family has about $10,000 in credit card debt, but their savings is at $10,000 or less. That's a pretty scary situation to be in.
Yeah.
And then you got baby boomers. That's people getting ready to retire. They got less than $25,000 saved. That's people like our parents' age. They can't retire on $25,000, right?
No, they can't.
But another major area of concern, Bubba, is life insurance. 1/3 of all adults in the United States have no coverage whatsoever. That's 1 in every 3. And of the ones that do have it, it's estimated they're underinsured by about $300,000. That's a pretty scary situation to be in.
Right.
But what grabbed me the most, Bubba, was this, man, jobs and careers. See, in 2009, the average pay was about $33,000. And that was down from 2007, $3,000. So we're losing money. And in 2010, man, the average American worker got a 1 to 3% pay raise, but the cost of inflation was going up 4.5 to 6%. That's milk, bread, gas, groceries, that kind of stuff. So we're losing money by losing buying power.
Right.
Right. So we just asked, who is it that you know that has a written game plan to become financially free and independent? Most people say they don't know anybody. But let me ask you this. If you guys were going to go on a road trip somewhere you've never ever been, you'd want to take like a road map or GPS, right? So, and if you had that GPS, you'd have to type in where you're at and then where you want to go to see how you're going to get there the quickest way, right?
Right.
Well, we offer a financial GPS. We call it a financial needs analysis. It deals with retirement goals and asset management, debt elimination solutions, and insurance planning. And it's 100%, what's that say, Bubba? Complimentary, right?
Complimentary, yep.
Now, Candace and I was joking. Everybody got some free in their front pocket, right?
Yeah.
So if you can see how Americans are going through some pretty serious stuff with the economy.
Right.
And we got a product that deals with those things, and it's at a price everyone can afford. You can generally see how it's going to be hard for her and I to fail at this business, right?
Absolutely.
So the problem is the economy, but the good news is this, Bubba, we got the solution. Can I show you how we help families?
Yeah, sure.
Great, man. I'm so excited about this. This is an actual client, Bob and Sue Smith. Now, we changed the names. Their ages really don't matter because their situation is pretty average.
Right.
Before the financial needs analysis, they had $41,000 in consumer debt, and they had a mortgage they were 29 years on. They were paying about $2,500 a month. Now, after the financial needs analysis, we were able to show them how to pay off their debt and their mortgage in 12 years at the same payment, $2,500. That saved them $75,000 in interest. That got them out of debt 17 years sooner. Now, is that a good thing or a great thing?
That's a great thing.
While we were in the home, we talked to them about their auto and home insurance. Bob and Sue were paying $243 a month on their auto and home. And because we're so large, we shopped the top 20 companies in the nation, and we got them $178 for the same coverage, saved them $65 a month. Now, $65 is not very much money. You can't retire on that, but every $65 helps, right?
Right.
So another area, we were in the home, we talked to them about their life insurance. They had $150,000 coverage on each of them, none on the children. They were paying $220 a month. Now, if something were to happen to Bob, Sue's not even going to be able to pay off all our debt with the $150,000, right?
Right.
We were able to show him how to get $436,000, 10 on the kids for $100 a month. Now Bob's jacked because he's saving $120 a month, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
Another area, we talked to them about their retirement. They had an IRA at the bank. They had about $20,000 saved, and they were paying themselves $100 a month toward their retirement. Now we asked them, how much are you going to have at retirement? And they didn't know, but the analysis was able to identify they were going to have a little over $100,000 in the bank at retirement. Now that's a lot of money, but you can't retire on $100,000, not for very long anyway.
No,
right?
heck no.
So we were able to show them the value of mutual funds, and with that $20,000 starting balance, with a much higher rate of return, and with some of the money we saved them, they're paying themselves now $200 a month. So now at 65, they're going to have $500,000 up to $1.4 million. So we showed them how to retire versus never ever being able to retire.
That's
now,
great.
Never's a long time in Opelousas, right?
Right, that's right.
So let me ask you this, Bubba. If you knew 10 sharp people like yourself who were on this side, and you could show them how to go to this side, how many of those 10 you think would at least want to know what were possible? Hopefully
all of them, yeah.
Right? Now, the Bible does say there's always going to be the needy among us, right?
Right.
But, you know, Bob and Sue were really jacked up, and they saved $85 back in their pocket. It's pretty sweet, right?
Heck yeah.
So we just asked, what is it most people want, Bubba? And most people, everybody wants a better quality of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That just means having time and money. Because if you got a lot of money, you probably don't have much time.
Right.
If you got a lot of time, you probably just sit around thinking about how broke you are, right?
Right.
Now, have you ever heard of an author called Robert Kiyosaki?
No, I can't say I have.
He wrote a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and then the second book to that was Cash Flow Quadrant. Well, in the book, he talked about there was 4 ways to earn money. The first, Bubba, is an employee. Now, as an employee, who do you think controls the employee's money?
The employer.
The boss, right?
Right, the boss.
And who do you think controls that employee's time when he goes to work, when he can take a break?
The boss.
Right.
The boss.
So if the boss is controlling time and the money, they're really controlling the what, Bubba?
Quality of life.
And not only that employee's quality of life, but that guy's family's quality of life as well, right? So a lot of people get fed up with that, and they say, you know what, I'm going to be self-employed. Maybe like a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist, right? Hairstylist. And that they can make a lot more money, but they have to spend a lot more time to make that money. And that'd be like a dentist. If that dentist doesn't have his hands in somebody's mouth, can he make money?
No.
And if he goes on vacation, his ability to earn money goes with him, right?
Right.
So the third way and the best way to earn money is to be a business owner. And that's having a business or a system in place, putting others to work for you. Now, we like to use the example of Roy Griggs here in Shreveport. He owns 14 McDonald's in the area and 2 over in the East Texas area. And at any given point in time, if you went in there and bought yourself a Big Mac and there was like a piece of a finger or something on it, right? And you went up to the counter and said, I want to speak to the owner, what do you think they're going to tell you?
He's not here?
He's not here. He's not at any of them McDonald's anywhere, right?
Right.
But what's he doing with his time? Pretty much what he wants to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But is he still making money?
Yep.
Every time you order that quarter pounder, right?
Right.
So if he's got time and money, he got a pretty good quality of life, right?
Heck yeah.
Now, as a business owner, you start having more money coming in and what it takes to go out. You can invest out of the overflow. And that just means putting money to work for you instead of you working hard for it. Now, let me relate something to you. Just picture yourself, Bubba, on a beach, right? And you got a rake and you're raking sand, man. I don't know why you're raking sand, but you're just working hard, raking sand. And you look over there on that lounge chair and there's a big old wad of money with sunglasses on and an umbrella drink and his hat on. And he's watching you work. And that's your money, Bubba. And you're working hard for it. Now, I want you to picture this. Picture that money with that rake and he's sweating. And you're over there with that umbrella drink and you're relaxing. And that money's working hard for you. It's a nice picture, right?
Heck yeah.
That's where we want to be. We want to be investors. We want to have that money working hard for us instead of us working hard for it. Now, I told you, Candace is about to be a district manager with our company. We're real excited about that. But I just want to, can I show you how we get paid?
Yeah.
So, as a district manager, if Candace were to help Bob and Sue with their debt, she would have made $50. And with their auto and home, she'd have made $84. And with this particular life insurance, she'd have made $600. And with their retirement, she'd have made $286. Now, I've been speaking for about 15 minutes here, but say all this took, what, Candace, about 3 hours? She would have made $300 an hour. There's not a whole lot of people in Opelousas making $300 an hour. Would you agree?
I would absolutely agree.
That's not even the cool part, Bubba. The cool part, man, is a regional vice president with our company, the contract goes much, much higher. So for the same amount of work, $2,300 versus $1,000, I mean, take your time, right? It's
Right.
pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. What's your favorite restaurant to eat at, Bubba?
I guess it's the Horseshoe down the street, or actually no, that's in Shreveport. So let's say TJ Ribs.
Okay, so say you're at TJ what?
TJ Ribs.
TJ Ribs, right? And you say you were the regional vice president with the company. You got after this thing for about 12 months, man. You really killed it. You became regional vice president, right?
Right.
So then say you hired and trained Candace, and she's your district manager, and you send her out. She's nervous, but she's going out on her own. And you're there, and you're eating supper at TJ Ribs, right? And she calls you, and she said, "Hey, I just helped Bob and Sue. I'm jacked. They were making me brownies. They were crying, right? And I just made $1,000. I'm so happy. I gotta call my husband." She hangs up. Well, you get to thinking, Bubba, you would have made $2,400, but you're happy because Candace made $1,000, right?
Right.
And then you get to thinking, well, the regional vice president contract, it always gets paid out every time. So even though you didn't do the work, you got the work done because you hired and trained Candace how to do it, right?
Right.
So the company pays her part, and then they pay you the difference because you got the work done as a regional vice president. They pay you $1,300 in the form of the override.
Wow.
So now you're at TJ Ribs, and you just order yourself and the table next to you a dessert. Pretty jacked up, right?
Yeah.
So, man, what I want to know is, obviously, you got some goals and dreams that you're trying to attain in life, right?
Right.
And if you could hit those much, much sooner doing what we do on a part-time basis without risk of leaving what you're currently doing, do you see a reason why you wouldn't want to get started on a part-time basis?
Well, I mean, how much time are you talking about? Like, what are we talking about time-wise?
Really, it's up to you, Bub. How much time do you think you need?
I don't know. I mean, maybe 4 or 5 hours. I could probably give a week or something like that.
Right. If you could give 4 or 5 hours a week, Bub, and you really got after this thing, I could tell you this: you'd probably make $1,500, $2,000 a month. How does that sound to you?
That sounds pretty
exciting.
Right?
Great. Hey, look, we'll get you started on that just here in a few minutes, but I got a real important question I want to ask you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how do you rate your desire to be debt-free and financially independent?
Well, of course, a 10.
A 10. I think Candace said a 12, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Have you given it much thought to what age you want to be when you retire?
Nope. We've never. I would say we'd like to be at tomorrow. What about tomorrow?
Besides tomorrow, next week, I mean, something kind of realistic. You know, you're
about 65, I would say.
65, so 60, 65.
Okay,
right.
And then that's where you go into the. You roll.
I'm already
into
open to page 4. I walk in there with my F&A on page 4 already, and I just start off right there with that.
Okay, what a freaking stud. That's awesome.